Check, check, check. Can you hear me now? Are we at the same time? What the hell just happened? The past broadcast is up, so I was live. No, I think that has happened before. You can hear me though, Bateman? I'm clear, loud and clear, ready to go. Hopefully we carry on. I guess we'll find out. If you did not see the result of that first matchup, which I'm going to guess you did not, Ashley Riot was victorious after hitting a bit of sliced bread, and then Yvonne Ivy knocked out poor referee Johnson because she was so frustrated. And now we are on to our second contest of the evening. All good, Bateman? Can still hear me? Clear? Is it lagging, buffering, anything? Better not, because we've got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Kwame Bullet, leading Destiny's Chosen to the ring. But it will be Richie James Harden in action here, taking on the CMV Global Champion, guys, Joseph Santos. We know in a few weeks at Bloodsport, Kwame Bullet, after winning the Rage in a Cage match at Dark Carnival, will be challenging Santos for the Global Championship. But, well, Madison Wright is giving Joseph Santos an opportunity over the next few weeks, guys, if he can defeat each and every member of Destiny's Chosen. They will be barred from ringside at Bloodsport. So if Santos, let's say, can't defeat Harden here in this matchup, then Harden will not be allowed to accompany Kwame Bullet down to the ring come Bloodsport for the Global Championship match. But if Richie James Harden wins here tonight, then Santos going to have his hands full come Bloodsport. Going to be Santos' first defense, guys, since winning that championship back at Dead in Tokyo, dethroning Jason Spade. Been an up and down reign thus far for the Rat in the Hat. But Santos, as you can hear, has got the support of the CMV universe, honoring, of course, his good friend Sarasi. And Santos says all that is going to carry him to victory at Bloodsport. Not going to let Sarasi down, not going to let the fans down. Look, I'll be the first to admit, I did not see Joseph Santos leaving Dead in Tokyo, the CMV Global Champion. I thought it was going to be another missed opportunity. But I'm more than happy to admit that I was wrong. Well, now Santos is champion. And some say that keeping the title is harder than winning it, especially when you got someone like Kwame Bullet chasing you down. I don't know if you heard anything I said during that first matchup. Did you get any of it? I love it when I say a whole bunch of shit and the stream just doesn't pick it up. Classic, classic. Well, I did mention how we are in for a hell of a show. One of the bigger editions of Octane we have seen in some time, as Santos looks to finish this match off very quickly with that Spanish fly, but only gets a 1 count. Guys, not only are we going to be seeing the very first ever Snakes and Ladders match as Danger Cat takes a trip to the Bloody Forest to challenge Matthew Justice, but also the inaugural Rite of Passage champion, the Ted, issuing an open challenge. Who's going to answer it? And don't forget about our main event, a whopper if there ever was one. Cam Harris, Troy Cole, and Blake Birch are going to once again share the ring. Triple threat matchup, the matchup that the three of them were wanting, of course, at Ascendance 10, but as we know, Jason Spade worming his way into that matchup and ended up leaving the winner and global champion. But we're going to see it tonight as we're already getting it. This is awesome, Chant. A minute into the matchup after Richie James Harden did hit a very impressive baseball slide dropkick. Well, you can see what a busy ringside area we've got in this matchup, guys. That's what Joseph Santos is going to have to contend with at Bloodsport if he's unable to defeat the individual members of Destiny's Chosen over these next few weeks, starting with Richie James Harden here, who gets back into the ring, leaving Santos to wake himself up. And, of course, Harden going to do what he does best, running his mouth. Santos taking his time getting back into the ring at the count of 7. And also, I announced that at Regicide in a little over a week, we will be seeing Violet Evans, guys, versus Ashley Riot in a chairs match. Violet Evans has vowed to do to Ashley Riot and Xiaorong what she and Otranto did to Riley Van Wilson at Dead in Tokyo. She's going to have her opportunity in a matchup where utilizing chairs will be completely legal. Saw Ashley Riot continue to pick up momentum in our first matchup. Well, I guess I saw it, defeating Yvonne Ivy. Thank you, by the way. I saw all the subs from, I believe it was Bateman and Hawks, and now Suntan. Many blessings for the Prime subs. Santos grabs the arm before making his way back into the ring. Certainly does not want to hang out at ringside for very long, but guess I'm going to be wrong yet again. From the top down to the outside with an arm drag. Oh, I'm sorry. Suntan's subscription was not Prime. Escapes does Richie James Harden. Look at this. Here comes Ruga. That's what I was trying to say before. I don't think Santos wants to play around at ringside for too long in this match. Apologies, by the way, if I do end up coughing still. Oh my God! Joseph Santos going for a little something there, but, well, at least he's standing. Here comes 12 gauge now. Richie James Harden taken out with a DDT. I was going to say, pardon if I am still coughing throughout the stream. Can't seem to shake this cheeky chest cold I'm dealing with. Up to a count of 5 as Richie James Harden. Now, so far, the rest of Destiny's Chosen have not directly interfered, but their presence alone has got to be throwing Joseph Santos, as it certainly would at Bloodsport. Here comes 12 Cage getting very close. A little bit too close for comfort. Few elbows to the side of the head. Gonna allow Joseph Santos to go for a schoolboy. Can't try for a pin here at ringside. Guess he wasn't anyhow. Kick to the side of the head. And here comes the #1 contender, Kwame Bullet. Look at that, standing between Santos and Richie James Harden, but not laying hands on the CMV Global Champion. This is why Santos, guys, has to win this matchup. Why he's got to defeat 12 Gauge and Ruga as well before Bloodsport if he wants to make sure that he doesn't have to deal with this bullshit come the Global Championship match. There's a DDT of his own. Drop kick. Lays out super clean Kwame Bullet. Getting about as close as he can. But first goes Harden into the steel steps. Up to a count of 10 and 11 as Santos with an Indian deathlock. We're getting pretty close to the count of 20 here. Doesn't seem like Joseph Santos is all that concerned. Now realizing, look at that. Look at Santos, man. Showing no fear. At the same time, though, Destiny's Chosen just surrounding the ring. Almost not allowing Santos to get back into the ring. Now Kwame Bullet rolling into the ring. I feel like that should be cause to eject him. But I guess not. Oh no! Richie James Harden about to go below the belt. A shot to where the sun don't shine. Santos stunned, and Harden with the express hooks the leg. 1, 2, no! Joseph Santos, unbelievably, as you can hear the chants from these fans here saying, we're not worthy. Santos trying to make a comeback here, and he just might, looking for Splash Mountain. Counters though, as Harden tries for a Superman forearm smash. Santos says, get that shit out of here. Now for Retro, going for a double axe and way off. Springboard crossbody. Santos going into overdrive here. Doing what he's got to do as he lifts Harden to his feet. Florida flatliner. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, no! See all of Destiny's Chosen at ringside with a collective sigh of relief. Both men to their feet. Santos throwing out a right hand. Northern Lights suplex to the top rope. Might be looking for that frog splash. Shades of the one and only Eddie Guerrero, a hero of Joseph Santos. Now a springboard moonsault. Things not looking too great for Super Clean right now. Tries for his own flying forearm smash. Harden very quickly going to capitalize on the opening. Trips him up. There's that spinning leg drop. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. You see Harden looking over at Kwame Bullet saying, what do I got to do, man? Kwame Bullet telling him to focus. Looking for yet another Richie James Harden Express. And surely that'll be enough. 1, 2. No, it isn't. Somehow, some way, Joseph Santos pouring his all into this matchup, guys, and for good reason. He does not want any shenanigans at Bloodsport when it matters most, when the Global Championship is on the line. From the corner, super kick, hooks the leg. 1, 2. What is it gonna take, man, for one of these guys to stay down? Santos focused, ignoring Destiny's Chosen. A second Florida flatliner. 1, 2, 3. No! No, sir. The fans chanting one more time. One more time. Springboard moonsault. This time does not find its target. Richie James Harden. The forearm. Rather a direct punch to the forehead. Kwame Bullet telling these fans in attendance to shut the hell up. Not appreciative of the fact that they're on Santos' side here. Don't they know Kwame Bullet is destined to be world champion once again here in CMV? Cheeky jab now. Irish Whip going to throw Santos down to the outside. What a banging match this has been so far. And here comes Ruga, the muscle of Destiny's Chosen, putting hands on Santos. That should be a disqualification. He didn't attack Santos. I don't care. That's some bullshit right there. Santos going to continue to try to ignore Destiny's Chosen. Focus on Richie James Harden, but easier said than done. And Santos now gets thrown down onto the floor. Richie gonna pick him up and then get back into the ring. Santos on spaghetti legs, man, but still standing as Richie James Harden continues to mock him. Forearm smash to the upper back, Irish whip into the corner. Knife edge chop. Not where Santos wants to be. He does not want another shot to the nether region. TKO! Richie quickly into the pin, hoping, praying that will be enough. 1, 2, 3, no! What in God's name, says Richie James Harden, am I going to have to do to keep this motherfucker down? Hook to the jaw, spins him around, raking the back. Digging those nails into Santos' flesh. Nothing clean about that. Now he drops Santos throat first, right down onto the middle rope, and once again we are ringside. Throws him right back into the ring though. Richie James Harden feeling like he's got this one in the bag, taking his time. You can never play around with someone like Joseph Santos though, and here's why! Gonna try for Splash Mountain, and it looks like this time he's gonna hit it! Middle of the ring. Doesn't go for the pin though. They say the third time's the charm. Florida Flatliner. 1, 2, 3, and Richie James Harden is gonna be barred from ringside come Bloodsport, as Joseph Santos is able to put him down here tonight on Octane. What a match. This is a big victory for Joseph Santos, guys, but the fight is far from over. He's still got to get through 12 Gauge and Ruga if he wants to make sure that it'll be an even fight at Bloodsport against Kwame Bullet. But gonna relish in this victory here tonight. Kwame Bullet not looking happy at ringside. Our third matchup of the evening, guys. One that I have been very much looking forward to, and that's saying something with what a huge show we have got here tonight. I mean, the main event alone is truly Ascendance worthy. It was nearly an Ascendance 10 matchup, but this one right here, Jay Young, Ethan Parker, one-on-one, has the potential to steal the show. And after what we just saw between Richie James Harden and Joseph Santos, that won't be easy to follow. Both of these young superstars, of course, are part of the Rite of Passage Championship match back at Dark Carnival, which was won by the Ted. And he, of course, going to kick off his reign a little bit later on tonight, issuing that open challenge. Who will be the one to answer it? Both Jay Young and Ethan Parker, meanwhile, are looking to get back on track. Jay Young, I've heard, taking exception with the fact that Ethan Parker was named the next big thing here in CMV. The CMV universe has put all of their faith in the young American-made man, Ethan Parker, selected to lead CMV into a whole new generation. And considering what we have seen from him over these last few months since he debuted, it's easy to understand why. The wins that he's picked up, the barn burners that he has had, already a top name here on Octane. And Jay Young, along with a few others, he's not the only one. None too happy with Ethan Parker seemingly coming out of nowhere and instantaneously putting a spotlight on himself. So here we go, two budding contenders, Jay Young, Ethan Parker, one-on-one. Big kick to the gut by the Kraken, and another one followed up by a Tiger Bomb. And just like that, no. Ethan Parker not about to be punked out. Jay Young is not giving this kid a millisecond to take in his surroundings, man. Parker, though, able to adapt. Got Jay Young up against the ropes, not where he wants to be. Kick to the midsection, gets caught. Young still able to keep him at bay, though. On the rebound, cheeky little chest bump, forearm smash, and again, one more time, targeting the midsection. What a time to be tuning in here in CMV, guys. We've got a whole hell of a lot to look forward to. I mean, what a few months it has been since the new season began. We've got Regicide coming up just a little over a week away. Looking to be one of the bigger shows we have seen in quite a while. I mean, a triple main event, nothing to sneeze at. Then we've got Bloodsport. So much to look forward to, and Jay Young and Ethan Parker are both looking to be a part of it. Jay Young feels like at this point he has paid his dues. Been in CMV for a few years at this point. Came up at NGW, a former NGW Tag Team Champion, former Unified World Tag Team Champion, former International Champion. Came so close to becoming King of the Ring. Some still believe Jay Young is the rightful King of the Ring after what happened at the Ruler of the Ring event. Look at this beautiful figure four he's got locked in, by the way. But Parker able to reverse the momentum. Both men having some damage done. Neither looking too great right now. Jay Young says he'll be damned if he's going to allow someone like Ethan Parker to only be around for a cup of coffee cut in front of him. From the corner, Jay Young. Looks like he's a little woozy, though, which is never a good sign. Going to keep Ethan Parker down with that forearm smash. Now from the corner, could be looking for that vintage basement drop kick of his. Oh, but slipped up. And that's going to create a big-time opening for Ethan Parker. Tries to pounce on the opportunity, but Jay Young expertly able to stop him from doing so. Throws him to the outside. This gives Jay Young a chance to catch his breath. Coming up next, guys, the very first ever, perhaps the last ever, Snakes and Ladders match. Danger Cat has been invited to the Bloody Forest by Matthew Justice, where the two will sit down and partake in a game of Snakes and Ladders. It's not something you are going to want to miss. We haven't seen inside the Bloody Forest in quite a long time. I'll say this much, Danger Cat, a brave soul. because there have been men and women who have entered the bloody force and they've come out forever changed. Big time knee to the jaw. What's up, Gabe? Thank you for tuning in and watching. If you would like to join, I'm sure someone is about to post the links for you to our Discord and our Twitter. But if they don't, ! Discord, ! Twitter will give you links. You can join up. Someone will help you. Ethan Parker looking to drag Jay Young into the corner, but the TV nightmare just in the nick of time. Oh, and a kick to the face. Now Ethan Parker all tied up in the ropes. Not going to end well for the American-made man. And in an instant, I believe Jay Young may have just been looking to lock in the regal stretch. Ethan Parker, though, for such a young kid, man, only being around the block for a few months. Well, I'll say again, there's a reason he was chosen by the CM Universe to be the next big thing. The bow and arrow applied at ringside, of course, cannot win via submission. This isn't Falls Count Anywhere, but definitely doing some damage. Jay Young able to escape with a tadpole splash. Back into the ring. Jay Young going to take his time. Try and get under the skin of Ethan Parker as Ethan Parker takes his time getting back into the ring. Jay Young waiting for him. No clean ring entry to be had here. Ethan Parker tossing Jay Young into the corner. These fans on their feet. Ethan Parker, wait a minute, thumbs up, thumbs down. Running power slam from the corner. 1, 2, 3, no. Talk about a close call, man. 2.999. And these fans loving what they're seeing, man. I knew this was going to be a certified banger. The fans have not been let down, but Jay Young very nearly getting caught off guard there. He's not going to let that happen again. Looking for that basement dropkick a second time. He didn't hit it the first time. Doesn't hit it the second time. Seems like his accuracy just isn't on point here tonight. A couple of kicks to the gut, backing Jay Young up against the ropes. Gonna pop off with a couple of forearms to the back. Tries for a stop. Young to his feet. Tries for a headbutt. Blocked by Ethan Parker into a European uppercut, and now a wrestling takedown. Seeing some of that amateur wrestling background from Ethan Parker. Pulls him into a belly-to-belly. Ethan Parker red hot right now, but Jay Young never out of a fight, not fully. He's looking worse for wear at the moment, but he's still standing. Jawbreaker topples Ethan Parker. And Jay Young now going to drag him away from the ropes, and I think I know why. Jay Young going to make sure Ethan Parker is not going to rope break over the regal stretch. Rolls him up into a small package. 1, 2. Nearly able to steal the dub. And now it's Ethan Parker with a submission attempt. The Fujiwara sort of modified. Still an armbar. Sort of mixed with a tequila sunrise, but the submission expert, Jay Young, making his way out of it. A couple of knees to the chest. Vintage Jay Young going for the DVD, countered. Young taking a little bit too long. 1, 2, and very nearly pays for it. Say what you will about Jay Young, pretty much everyone agrees in the locker room and in the CM Universe that Jay Young is the greatest technical wrestler in CMV today. Oh, not again! Ethan Parker looking for another running power slam. Jay Young says, once is enough for me, thank you. Trips him up, double boots to the chest. The third time is the charm. Basement drop kick and a connect this time. Yes, it is. Parker laid out in the middle of the ring. 1, 2. no! Young frustrated, getting in Johnson's face. But here we go, finally nowhere to go for Ethan Parker. The Regal stretch is locked in after numerous attempts, and Parker gonna have no choice but to tap out. Jay Young said what he was gonna do, and he did it. Here tonight, not about to let Ethan Parker cut in front of him. What a match. I don't know. Harden versus Santos was red hot, but this matchup banged from start to finish. It's still, we have so much to look forward to as well. How deadly that Regal stretch is, man. Jay Young was trying for it all match long. Parker did a very good job of avoiding it, but in the end, Young catches his prey. And another fat dub for the Kraken of CMV. And now buckle up, my friends. We're about to take a trip to the Bloody Forest for the first ever Snakes and Ladders match. Something you are not going to want to miss. Here we go, my friends, direct from the Bloody Forest. Matthew Justice and Danger Cat are about to partake in the very first ever game of Snakes and Ladders here in CMV. And if you're not familiar with Snakes and Ladders, well, maybe you played it as Hooks and Ladders. Same concept. Whoever makes it to the finish line first victorious, but if you land on a ladder, it advances you in a certain amount of spaces. However, if you land on the head of a snake, you must go back however many spaces. Well, as we just saw there, dice are rolling. This is intense, man. I'm sure Shay Hoxton somewhere has laid down a bet. Representative Matthew Justice, which means he is in the lead right now. He's pretty far ahead. As a matter of fact, Danger Cat doing his best to catch up. Certainly, Matthew Justice has got himself quite a opportunity here to not even give Danger Cat a chance to catch up. Danger Cat's gonna, oh, but look at that! Now that is lucky. Big time for Danger Cat. Again, if you land on the head of a snake, you must go back all the way down to the tail. And now, just like that, man, flip the switch, and Danger Cat is far ahead. Into that final space. Whoever does first claims victory, claims bragging rights. The dice continue to be thrown out, but I believe Danger Cat just landed on the very same. Oh! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Matthew Justice hit the jackpot right there, man. Oh, my. Oh, no! Matthew Justice was so close, but then. Oh, and he did it again! He did it again! Landed on that same ladder. That's, I believe, the biggest ladder in the game. Let's hope that Matthew Justice doesn't land on that same snake again, though. catch up, but it might be. Oh man, yeah, I think it's academic here. I don't see Danger Cat getting out of this one, guys. Oh! Spoke too soon. Matthew Justice. Matthew Justice just messed up, man. He was so. Whoa! This is close. Okay, I didn't expect this to be so close. This might be the most competitive game of snakes and ladders that I've ever seen. I've not seen very many, granted. Good word. Oh my God. Danger Cat in the lead, guys. Barely. Matthew Justice gonna surpass him, but lands on the snake. Danger Cat's got a wide open here, but lands on the snake. Right on top of each other. Danger Cat again takes the lead. Matthew Justice on top of him, though, like a monkey on a cupcake, as Danger Cat gets closer and closer to the finish line, landed on the snake. This gives Matthew Justice yet another chance to make it to the end of the line first. Doesn't want to be embarrassed in his own home. Danger Cat attempting to catch up to Matthew Justice. I am on the edge of my seat for a game of snakes and ladders. Something I certainly never expected. Oh man! Oh and Matthew Justice takes it. What a lucky roll, guys! And Matthew Justice, the king. Oh, guys, it seems like Danger Cat not happy about that result, but he's got to remember where he is right now. He's in the humble abode of the Justice family, and Matthew not going to take that kind of disrespect in his own home. I mean, Danger Cat did just break that table, but to be fair, it doesn't look like this house is very well taken care of to begin with. Looks like there's a few broken things laying about. Oh, but this is bad news for Danger Cat, guys. He has got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He is dead in the middle of the bloody forest right now. I can barely see what's going on, by the way. It's so dark. Seems like the Justice family hasn't paid their electricity bill in quite a while. You gotta wonder where the rest of the Justice family is as well. Where's Mr. Money in the Bank, Bloody Justice? Lurking around here. What about the simply scary Jared Leon? We know that Joy Justice is set for action here tonight on Octane, so at least Danger Cat doesn't have to worry about her hiding around some corner. I cannot see what's going on. We need some light. There we go. Heading over to the window so that we can actually see what the hell is going on here. Danger Cat taking a bite out of MJ's forehead. Come on. Now, what is all this about? That was a fair game of snakes and ladders. But Danger Cat had to be a spoil sport. Well, now, I don't know what he's got in his hands right now. What is that, is that Alvarez's pipe? Is that a table leg? I can't tell. Is that a candle? A candelabra, maybe? Whatever it is, he's beating the hell out of Matthew Justice with it. Danger Cat's got to find a way out of here, man. He's got to stop fighting. He's just got to run. Grab a tractor or something. Matthew Justice, a big hole in the wall. How do you live in these kind of conditions? Not to judge anyone. And throws Danger Cat right into said wall. I'm surprised he didn't go clean through it. Doesn't look like it's made of very good material. I wonder if the Justice family constructed this house themselves. Tries to stomp at the down Danger Cat. Matthew Justice now picking up something else. Hits Danger Cat right on top of the head with it. We got one very dim light there, so I guess the electricity is on. And again, Danger Cat gets thrown into the wall. Very slowly gets picked up. Oh! Danger Cat thrown, guys, right out of the house. And now we're out in the front yard, a lovely front yard here. Looks like the grass is cut, the birds chirping. I'm sure that truck runs. I'm sure Danger Cat not gonna get tetanus. Standing Seafire, hopefully he got his shots. That would be my one recommendation if you're ever to take a trip to the Bloody Forest. Make sure you're up on all your shots. This is absolutely wild. What started as a simple game of snakes and ladders devolving into a brawl here between Matthew Justice and Danger Cat. Oh, and there's the Dragon Twist Cutter vintage. Matthew Justice, guys, we know the Bloody Forest is wide and ever expanding. We know that they even had themselves a whole arena not too long ago, a couple of years ago. We saw Jared Leon and Quantum have a matchup in the Bloody Forest arena. They say that get lost in the Bloody Forest, man, you'll never find your way again. Danger Cat, I can't stress this enough, has got to get the hell out of here. Matthew Justice doesn't seem intent on just letting him walk away. Snapmare leading into a rolling neck snap. I guess that's what happens when you disrespect a member of the Justice family in their own home. I can't say that I blame Matthew Justice too much. Knee to the side of the head. Yeah, they're just fighting on top of literal earth right now. No support, no reprieve. Both of these guys probably going to have some sprains by the time this fight is over and done with, if it's ever over and done with. Matthew Justice, meanwhile, just hitting some lucha tings. Danger Cat not about to be disrespected like that. Sweet music, not once but twice. See, this is what I don't get. Danger Cat, just leave. You had a clear chance right there to just leave, but instead he wants to hit a Shiranui. Instead he wants to keep fighting. Well, at least it appears though Danger Cat has overcome his fear of snakes, throwing Matthew Justice right into that spiked gate, trying to impale the younger Justice brother. Danger Cat now thrown once more down onto the ground. Matthew Justice hoisting him up, elbow to the side of the head, and another Dragon Twist Cutter. And back to the arena, my friends. The feed kind of got cut abruptly there, but the last we saw, Matthew Justice putting Danger Cat down into the dirt, and hopefully we'll be able to hear from Danger Cat again. Either that or he's now destined to wander the bloody forest for the rest of his days. But back to reality, and coming up next, indeed, the inaugural Rite of Passage champion, the Ted, who of course overcame 7 others at Dark Carnival for the right to be named the very first ever Rite of Passage champion, and now has the right to cash in that championship for a shot at either the Undisputable Heavyweight Championship or the CMV Global Championship, whatever he wants, guys. But the thing is, the longer he waits to cash in his shot, the more he's going to have to defend that championship. Does not have to defend it here tonight. The general manager is taking it easy on the Ted, at least allowing him to have one night as champion. But, well, Ted has taken that opportunity to issue an open challenge, guys, to anyone here in CMV to step into the ring with him here tonight. Looking as dope as ever, man. That's my best friend right there. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have ourselves a match here. I mean, who in their right mind would want to share a ring with the Ted? You'd have to be insane. You'd have to be an absolute lunatic. Okay, well, things just got very interesting here on Octane, episode 24, guys. The lights dimming, smoke filling the ring. Who is answering the open challenge? Wait a minute! Zach Cage is back! We have not seen Zach Cage since the end of last season, guys. Making a major return here tonight on Octane, answering the open challenge of the Ted. One way to make your return. Seems like Zach Cage has been biding his time, waiting for the perfect chance to reveal himself. And I'd say there isn't a much better way to do so. One of the most decorated superstars in CMV history, guys. We thought that Zach Cage had hung up his wrestling boots for good, though. There are many rumors on the internet, and even Zach Cage himself at one point substantiated those rumors, saying, thinks it's about time he calls it quits, but I guess he had a change of heart. The Ted could not have expected this, but now he's going to have his hands full. The Ted hoping to kick off his reign as Rite of Passage champion with a bang. But that's going to be no easy task now as Johnson rings the bell, and immediately Ted not going to allow the shock factor to catch him off guard. Throws Cage into the corner. Stomp right down onto the bicep of Ted, and again, Zach Cage has come and gone many times throughout his CMV career, guys. There's been long stretches of time away from the ring, but Zach Cage getting older now. I genuinely thought we had seen the last of Zach Cage. He had a hell of a run last season. It was a great way to go out. But it appears as though Zach Cage still has something he wants to accomplish here in CMV. As he throws Ted out of the ring, sends him tumbling down to the outside. Nasty spinning back elbow, spit flying out of the Ted's mouth. I'm sure Ted thankful now that the championship not on the line. Oh, it drops Cage face first down onto the apron via the hook and ladder. Back into the ring. As I said before, I know that Ted, probably better than anyone else here at CMV, and the world knows the Ted. He doesn't give a goddamn who he's in that ring with, because Ted knows he's the man. It could have been just insane answering this open challenge here tonight. Oh, but Ted getting caught quick with that ankle lock. Rolls through. Hobbling a little bit. Zach Cage gonna notice that. A very lax Tiger Bomb. One. That's all Zach Cage is gonna get. Big time kick to the middle of the back. Grabs the arm. Cage just so good at dissecting an opponent. He always has been since he first stepped foot here in CMV. Everything that he's gone through. A multi-time champion. Of course, probably most known for his reign as World Tag Team Champion alongside Nick Blake. But Zach Cage also an accomplished singles competitor. Just last season, he captured the European Championship, held it for quite a while. Rear naked choke locked in, guys, body scissors and all. The Ted is in a very bad spot right now. Cage flaunting his submission expertise in this match, but Ted again able to find a way out. Some stiff knees to the chest. And Ted with the Ted Buster. Like I said, it don't matter who you are. A Ted Buster gonna take you out all the same. 1, 2. Ted seems to really think that was gonna be enough, but if that isn't surely a TED, will do the deed, but Ted not finished. Taking Cage down in the corner with some knees to the midsection. Now some stomps to the chest. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hold my Mountain Dew. Is the Ted about to go coasty coast? Yes, he is. Zach Cage taken out, but Ted doing some damage to himself as well. Gonna use this opportunity to drag Cage back into the corner. Up on the top. Do I smell a super TD? Nose, do not betray me now. The Ted welcoming Zach Cage back to CMV with a super TED. Shoots the half, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. The Ted victorious. Welcome back to CMV, Zach Cage. The Ted does not care who you are. Standing tall as Zach Cage heads to the back, and perhaps Zach Cage should have stayed at home. Should have hung those up for good. Imagine that's what's going through his mind right now. Can he handle this younger generation? Does he have what it takes to be top talent here in CM with the likes of Ed running around? The action going to continue here on episode 24 of Octane. As coming up next, guys, Joy Justice going to be going one-on-one with Amber Reed. And, of course, flanked by the women's hardcore champion, Isabella Almas, and Amare Rivers. We know, guys, that at Unchained, Blake Virtue won an over-the-top rope battle royal to earn himself a shot at Amber Reed's Anarchy Championship. But the thing is, Amber Reed may not be Anarchy Champion after next episode of Octane. The challenge was thrown out. It was accepted. The History Maker going to have to run the gauntlet next episode of Octane, guys. She will first challenge Isabella Almas for the Women's Hardcore Championship. And no matter the result of that matchup, she will then immediately after defend her Anarchy Championship against Amare Rivers. So Amber Reed could either leave next episode of Octane a double champion once again, or she could leave with no titles. Completely titleless. And it's been quite some time since Amber Reed last competed in the women's division. Been mixing it up with the men a lot more recently here in the new season. But of course it was at Dark Carnival that Amber Reed handed Morgan his very first loss here in CMV to unify the Anarchy Championship and the International Championship. And now, well, just a couple of weeks, she's got direct threats coming from all sides. You know, Blake Virtue going to be watching very, very closely. No matter who leaves next episode of Octane as Anarchy Champion, he will be challenging them for the title come Bloodsport in a few weeks. And Isabella almost relying on Joy Justice here tonight to put in some work on Amber Reed, make sure she doesn't head into that gauntlet next episode at 100%. So here we go, the matriarch of the Justice family, who I'm sure isn't too happy to hear that her home was just absolutely torn apart during that brawl between Matthew Justice and Danger Cat, but no time to think about that right now. Sharing the ring with the History Maker, who of course went down as the very first ever triple champion in CMV history. Lifting Joy Justice to her feet. Gonna try and walk her to the corner. Joy enjoying, no pun intended, a height and strength advantage, but Amber Reed able to keep her off her feet here pretty early on. Knee to the jaw, spins her around, perfect for an inverted Frankensteiner. Trying to keep herself fresh. Unable to do away with Joy Justice that easily though. Throws her overhead like it ain't no thing. Still to come here tonight, guys, we've got that huge main event. Was meant to be one of the marquee matches at Ascendance 10. Cam Harris, Troy Colt, and Blake Virtue in a triple threat matchup. We are getting it right here tonight. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Amber Reed attempts to crack open the skull of Joy Justice. Talked about it before, but things have been going pretty well for the Arsenal of Justice over the last few months. Bloody Justice, of course, becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. Isabella Almas capturing the Women's Hardcore Championship. Now, if next episode of Octane, Amare Rivers can bring home the Anarchy Championship, forget about it. Amber Reed not gonna let that happen easily though. Caught with a wicked choke slam. Boot to the side of the head. I'm sure Isabella Almas and Amare Rivers loving what they're seeing right now as Joy Justice gliding off of her with that knee to the lower back. And again, I think if we could see underneath that mask, be a big old smile on Joy's face. She loves this, torturing opponents. Just no mercy to be had. Amber Reed being completely dismantled by the matriarch. This is almost hard to watch, guys. Amber Reed, helpless. I feel like Joy Justice might have been able to win this match. A one-sided dissection. Oh, finally, Amber Reed has had enough. Kick to the side of the head and right back to work. Not going to get caught like that again, but Joy Justice with a headbutt. Into the spider spike. Amare Rivers having himself a great time at ringside as Joy Justice almost able to put Amber Reed down for the count. You see Joy Justice looking over at Isabella Almas. Almost telling her, turn around, finish her. Amber Reed, not the kind of competitor you give even a second. Kick to the back of the head. And an air raid siren neckbreaker. Pinfall attempt of her own. 1, 2. Just like that, Amber Reed almost able to wrap Joy Justice up. There's that rolling thunder complete shot. You can see Almas and Rivers lowering their heads at ringside because they know this match is over. No, it isn't. The fans showing their appreciation for what has turned out to be a sleeper hit here. We know Amber Reed, guys. We know that she's exactly the type that never gives in, never quits. Doesn't matter how bad of a beating she takes in a matchup. Constantly throwing herself against the competition when even sometimes it is a daunting task. Just like next episode of Octane, when she'll challenge Isabella Almas for the Women's Hardcore Championship and then must defend her Anarchy Championship against Amare Rivers immediately after. And just like right now, Joy Justice punishing her. From the fireman's carry position, using that top rope as a weapon. Just a couple of minutes ago, Almas and Rivers looked distraught, but now Amare again jumping around like it's his birthday. Off the rebound, Amber Reed attempts to go low. Joy Justice just blows right past her though, and it might be time to go home. 1, 2, no! Joy Justice attempting to use that momentum she picked up a couple of weeks ago when she defeated Ashley Rain. Another spider spike, and there is no stopping Joy Justice right now. She's like a runaway train, going for a second go-home driver. Amber Reed lighting her up like a Christmas tree. Directly into the Revolucioni. Someone calls Che Guevara, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. See ya, bye, Joy Justice. Amber Reed sending a clear message to Isabella Almas and Amare Rivers watching at ringside. If they want what she has, they're going to have to take it from her lifeless body, because Amber Reed is not going to go out without a fight. This time next week, we'll see Amber Reed leaving with the Women's Hardcore Championship on one shoulder and the Anarchy Championship on the other shoulder, or she could possibly leave nothing. All right, my friends, it is tertiary main event time here on Octane, episode 24. Still to come. Up next in our co-main event, we'll see the Pillars, Jay Devine and Amber Briggs, taking on the brand new Women's Tag Team Champions, Keo and Ellie Quinn, hoping to kick off their reign with a big-time win. And you do not want to miss our main event. Make sure you keep your ass in your seat. Cam Harris, Troy Colt, Blake Virtue, triple threat. But first, Morgan back in action for the first time, guys, since Dark Carnival, where, of course, he was defeated for the very first time here in CMV by Amber Reed, losing his Anarchy Championship in the process. Morgan hoping to not dwell on the past and instead push forward, get back on track, as he contends with AJ Gibbs here tonight. AJ Gibbs has certainly impressed since his debut a couple of months ago, but there's no two ways about it. He is facing his biggest challenge yet here in the form of Morgan tonight. And not just Morgan, but an angered Morgan. Exposed by Amber Reed at Dark Carnival. Got people talking in the CMV universe. Is Morgan really the indestructible monster that we thought he was? Of course, nobody going to say that to Morgan's face, but let's just say the forums have been popping off. But AJ Gibbs has said time and time again he wants an opportunity to appear on Octane. You know, he's been fighting mostly on Ignition, picking up wins. Well, He's got his match, but he might be regretting. Asking for a matchup on Octane if this is who he's being pitted against. But coming out, as excited as always. That tune might change real quick though, once the bell rings. But listen to these fans. They have very quickly gotten behind AJ Gibbs. Can AJ Gibbs follow in the footsteps of Amber Reed, really put himself on the map with this win here? Or will he be yet another victim of Morgan? Can he get back on his destructive path here tonight? Punch to the gut straight out the gate by Morgan. Immediately throwing Gibbs over his shoulder. Dropping him in the... Oh! Hang on a second, that's the music of the Yosekai, but the Yosekai nowhere to be seen? What the hell? What does he have to do with these two? Well, one way or the other, AJ Gibbs happy to take advantage of the distraction with that inverted Frankenstein, but Morgan right back to task with an elevated back suplex. The Yosekai playing some mind games here, but with what intent exactly? Is he calling out Morgan? Does the Yosekai want to fight with Morgan? Can you imagine that match? The ring would have to be reinforced. Morgan versus the Yosekai, it's already got me excited. But I'll tell you else, who else is excited? AJ Gibbs from the corner with that spear of his. Cutting Morgan in half. 1, 2. Unable to keep Morgan down, much to his chagrin. AJ Gibbs frantically not willing to believe that Morgan able to kick out of the spear. Wheelbarrow DDT, AJ Gibbs given a huge opening thanks to the Yosekai, and he is not letting it go to waste. Standing 450 splash in the middle of the ring. Kick to the chest, caught by Morgan, turned into a dragon screw. Tries for a kick off his back. Morgan shutting that shit down with the quickness, and there's that vintage spine buster into the pin. 1, 2. AJ Gibbs giving Morgan a fight though. That was a distraught look on the face of Morgan. Is he doubting himself after the loss to Amber Reed at Dark Carnival? If he is, it's gonna come back to bite him. You can never ever doubt yourself, especially during a match. Only a 1 count. AJ Gibbs has been waiting for an opportunity like this to compete on Octane, and he is not allowing it to slip through his fingers. Up to the top rope he goes. Ooh, split-legged moonsault. Morgan, for a man his size, so fast, to his feet in the blink of an eye. Kick to the top of the head though. AJ Gibbs into the collar and elbow tie-up. Able to walk Morgan into the corner. Took a little bit too long though. And that's all the opening Morgan needs. But AJ Gibbs, the 21! Shay Hoxton is back, and AJ Gibbs paying homage. Gets himself a 2 count. Morgan with a dragon screw. Grabbing AJ Gibbs by the hair. An act of desperation. Vexation. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. It only takes 1, but guys, Morgan had a rough go of it in that match. Not only still dealing with that loss to Amber Reed at Dark Carnival, but then the distraction from the Yosekai. Never have I seen Morgan so distracted. I mean, AJ Gibbs nearly had him beat numerous times throughout that match. But one vexation and you're done. Morgan back on track. Barely, though. Here tonight on Octane number 24. But it seems like he might have his next opponent already set to go. The Ozakai wants a fight, it seems. Tis time, lads and gents, for our co-main event of the evening as the Pillars back in action. Jade Divine and Amber Briggs with quite an opportunity falling into their laps here tonight, as they will be battling the Women's Tag Team Champions in a non-title matchup, but a victory could very well put them at the top of the rankings, which I'm sure they know. But it is Keo and Ellie Quinn looking to kick off their reign with a win here tonight. Of course, capturing the titles at Dark Carnival in that huge fatal four-way tag team match. And I think Keo and Ellie Quinn finally put all the rumors to bed with their performance at Dark Carnival and winning the Women's Tag Team Championship. All the trolls within the CMV universe. Talking about there being a divide between them. Animosity. Didn't appear that way at Dark Carnival. And boy, oh boy, do these two look good in gold. The brand spanking new women's tag team champions. Look at this, they're even color coordinated now and everything. Forget about it. Things might have been rough for a minute or two, but Keo and Ellie Quinn kept their heads above the water, relied on each other, and in the end, it paid off dividends. But will they be able to keep the momentum at an all-time high? Going up against a top caliber team like the Pillars. And we'll see Hall of Famer Jade Divine get things started against Keo. Now both Keo and Ellie Quinn have still remained adamant. Both want another shot at the Women's World Championship, and both very well may be considered top contenders post-Regicide, where, of course, we know the main event will see Queen of the Ring Ashley Rain challenge her tag team partner Kate Strongheart for the Women's World Championship. But the only thing Keo and Quinn can be focused on now is those women's tag team titles and ensuring that the Pillars don't perhaps earn themselves a future shot at the gold should they be victorious here tonight. Single knee backbreaker. Amber Briggs gonna have a very easy time overpowering Keo here, who's certainly gonna have to rely on that speed and agility of hers. Still to come, guys, up next in our main event. You do not want to miss it. The match we very nearly got at Ascendance 10. Cam Harris, Troy Colt, Blake Virtue, triple threat, baby. We've already had a couple of absolute humdingers here tonight. Richie James Harden versus Joseph Santos, Jay Young versus Ethan Parker, but that main event certainly has potential to blow them out of the water. Figure four head scissors applied by Big Bad Briggs. Escapes at this Keo into a double wrist clutch Northern Lights suplex. And Keo gonna make that tag to Ellie Quinn. Oh. Not entirely sure what Ellie Quinn was trying to set up there. It looked cool, I'll give her that, but Amber Briggs said, I don't think so. Tag now to Jade Divine. Here's a one-on-one matchup I wouldn't mind laying my peepers on. Big time Pele kick. Immediately tags Amber Briggs back in. Veteran instinct from both Jade Divine and Amber Briggs. Kick to the middle of the back. Jade Divine already has her place in the Hall of Fame. Amber Briggs undoubtedly gonna take her rightful spot. From the top, Jade Divine. Oh, playing games with Ellie Quinn. There's a reason they call her the cheeky Japanese girl. Drop kick sends her down to the outside. Now from the top rope with a shooting star press. Good Lord Almighty, right into a standing moonsault attempt. Ellie Quinn getting out of the way, right into a Northern Lights suplex, floats over. What upper body strength to nail Divine with that brain buster. Up to a count of three already. Northern Lights suplex again. Worked so well the first time, you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Ellie Quinn back into the ring. Hyping herself up. Jade Divine right back into the fight. Ellie Quinn clipping her with that forearm smash. Up against the ropes, going to be thrown to the outside. Ellie Quinn taking to the skies with a beautiful plancha that gets these fans up on their feet. This is awesome chant, well deserved. But Jay Divine did not think it was very awesome. I'd say Jay Divine seems to have the CM Universe in her corner. Tries for a power bomb. Divine counters into a roll up. Not falls count anywhere though. Up to a count of 6 we are as Jay Divine throws Ellie Quinn back towards the ring. Chest first, she smashes off the apron as Divine looks to make a tag to Amber Briggs, but it doesn't seem like Amber Briggs is all that interested in the tag right now, staying focused on Ellie Quinn. Ellie Quinn gonna throw her off to the side. That allows Jay Divine though to pop off. Finally back into the ring, but Ellie Quinn still focused on Amber Briggs. Kick to the back of the knee, giving Jay Divine all the time in the world to recuperate as Briggs lays out Quinn. With that neck breaker, tries for a knee drop. Quinn rolls out of the way. That's gonna hurt big time at ringside. Head scissors takedown though. Keo looking worried on the apron. As Ellie Quinn in a rough spot, bad part of town we like to say. Up to a count of 5, Jay Divine back into the ring. Ellie Quinn gonna shake it off, takes a bow. Jay Divine saying, "What you bowing for? This match ain't over." Stomps on the foot and a pop-up power bomb. Indian Deathlock. Ellie Quinn's no idiot. Trying to take out the knees of Jay Divine so that she can't get up on the top rope, try to hit the Divine Arrow. Always with the strats. Ellie Quinn going hard right now, has Jay Divine in a bad way against the barricade. Trips her up, double boot stop, count of 8, and now 9 as Ellie Quinn does not seem to give a damn. Stomping on the hand of the cheeky Japanese girl. Now just looking her in the eyes. Ellie Quinn having her way with the Hall of Famer. Ellie Quinn saving herself, but gonna break the count, even though Divine probably would have been able to get back into the ring in time. Again, looks for that power bomb, and again Divine counters into a roll-up, but once more, cannot win by pinfall at ringside. A lot of shit talking in this match. Jay Divine trying to cut Ellie Quinn off. Quinn gonna throw her into the corner there. Breaking the count, she didn't really need to. Keo trying to get in the way. And now it's Jay Divine who is in hostile territory. Throwing is Ellie Quinn. Down onto the floor. Knife edge chop does not connect. Divine gonna retreat back into the ring. These two have spent more time beating the hell out of each other at ringside than actually having a match within the squared circle. But here we go, head scissors takedown again from Jay Divine. Slowly lifts Quinn to her feet. The O'Connor roll leading into the Pele kick. And in the drop zone is Ellie Quinn. This is not where she wants to be as Jay Divine goes up to the top rope, surely looking for the Divine Arrow, but instead, whoa, what a reversal! Ellie Quinn catching with a powerbomb. Now she goes to the top rope. Gotta be looking for the 450 splash. Walking across the top rope for a drop kick to the face. Tag made to Keo. Jay Divine barely able to get to her feet here. Keo nice and fresh. Kick to the gut sets her up for a basement drop kick. And it seems like we're going to have a visitor, guys. That's Beatrice Lotus. Beatrice Lotus of Otranto coming down to the ring, distracting Keo, which allows Divine to hit her with a tilt-a-whirl arm drag. Fires back with the Tanahashi clothesline. 1, 2, broken up by Amber Briggs. It's already not been a very good night for Otranto, with Yvonne Ivy knocked off by Ashley Riot. Yvonne Ivy had a frustration striking referee Johnson after the match, but we did get that announcement that at Regicide, in a little over a week, we will see Violet Evans one-on-one with Ashley Riot in a chairs match. Beatrice Lotus wanting to make sure, I suppose, that Keo and Ellie Quinn don't forget about them. To the top rope, Divine Arrow gets up the knees to Keo, guys, as Amber Briggs and Ellie Quinn fighting with each other here at ringside. Lotus just watching the chaos. Kick to the midsection. Divine might be looking to roll the dice. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Ellie Quinn in to make the save. Didn't have to, though. Keo surviving on her own. And Amber Briggs seems to be having a bit of a powwow with Beatrice Lotus. Meaning Divine has to pick up the slack. Keo with the Queen's suplex, gorgeous bridge to pin, brings that bridge crashing down. Pays for it with a belly to belly. Jade Divine out of nowhere with the moonsault all-the-way slam into a moonsault. And again from the top rope, Jade Divine looking for the Divine Arrow. Once more, Keo counters it. Into the dreaded camel clutch. Keo looking to break her back and make her humble here tonight. And this highly competitive tag team matchup, titles not on the line. And we now have a guest. Beatrice Lotus ain't going anywhere, it seems. Knee to the side of the head. Keo with her finger on the trigger, looking for another Tanahashi clothesline. Everybody else down and out. Oh, Keo, I guess she didn't like that that first pinfall attempt. Might have cost herself, though. Only gets a 1 count. Trying for a third Tanahashi clothesline. Oh, Divine with one of her own. 1, 2. Makes that hot tag to Ellie Quinn. Great ring awareness. Springboard. Shot down by Jade Divine, able to... Oh, avoid! Whatever Ellie Quinn was looking for there, not able to avoid. Oh, what the fuck, Ellie Quinn? Very suddenly says, fuck you, Beatrice Lotus. Running knee off the apron. I guess Keo and Ellie Quinn letting Otranto know you want to fight anytime, anywhere, baby. Oh, she's going after Beatrice again. Beatrice trying to run away here. Ellie Quinn better not make the fatal mistake of letting herself get distracted, though. And here's why. Amber Briggs going for the 3 amigos. Up to a count of 6. Ellie Quinn letting her emotions get the better of her, guys. And the Pillar is able to take advantage because of that. Big Bad Briggs gets back into the ring. Ellie Quinn still sleeping on her feet, though. Breaks the count. And Briggs thrown gut first into the steel steps. Big boot Quinn put to sleep. Where the hell is Amber Briggs going? She's going all the way around. She's got the time, I guess. Looking for a home run.
6.
Grabs her by the hair, throws her down onto the floor. Ellie Quinn finally able to fire back with a European uppercut. Trying to give herself a little bit of breathing room. She's going after Beatrice again. She's thinking about it. Ellie Quinn torn here. Does she focus on the match? She decides to go after Lotus. Not the right decision, if you ask me. Uranagi puts Lotus back down, but that allows Amber Briggs to throw her back into the ring. Perfect time to make the hot tag to Kyo. Let's hope Kyo can keep her eyes on the ball. Snap vertical suplex. Hangman's neckbreaker. I'm sure this is exactly what Beatrice Lotus wanted. To garner the ire of Kyo and Ellie Quinn. Try and cost them this matchup. Neckbreaker. Topples Kyo. And Big Bad Briggs. Looking for the boss neckbreaker. Hooks the leg. Big win. This would be for the pillars. 1, 2. Kyo digging down deep to keep she and Ellie Quinn in the game. Trio of elbows to the gut. Kyo float over DDT. Just like that, gonna make the tag to Ellie Quinn while she's got the opening. Discus form smash. A little bit too long. Briggs cutting her off with a running bulldog. And the tag to Jade Divine. Beatrice Lotus not going anywhere, man, despite getting a couple of beatdowns. Swinging neckbreaker into the tadpole splash. Hooks the leg. 1. Easy breakup for Amber Briggs, who now goes after Kyo. Doesn't see Ellie Quinn creeping up on her from behind. Throws her to the outside, but Jade Divine, meanwhile, gets a hold of Ellie Quinn, trips her up, trying to snap that ankle. Springboard moonsault, rolls out of the way to Ellie Quinn. Divine straight back up to her feet. Ellie Quinn putting her back down. The vintage schoolboy suplex. Brings her to her feet. Discus forearm smash. Might have knocked a couple of front teeth loose. Divine gonna spin her around and round. Kick to the gut. Looking to roll the dice. One more time. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No. Jade Divine. None too happy with Ellie Quinn. Getting her shoulder up off the canvas in the very last millisecond. Beatrice Lotus not too happy either. Double boot stomp. Northern Light suplex, and you know what comes next. Right into the brain buster. Ellie Quinn decides to let Kyo try and finish things off here. Divine in rough shape. Kyo knows it too. Looking for the double knee face breaker. Maybe count it into a power slam. Jade Divine making the tag to Amber Briggs as Kyo tries to get to her feet as quickly as she can. The big bad bomb from Amber Briggs. 1, 2, 3. No! Some way Kyo not drifting into the deep end. Instead, a jawbreaker tries to go low at ringside. Jade Divine with a Dante Driller to Ellie Quinn. Back in the ring, knife edge chop avoided, right into a double wrist clutch, Northern Light suplex. Kyo is hurting, but she is not dead yet. Counters The Tanahashi clothesline into a flapjack. And a stomp to the bicep as we see Jay Divine continue to beat the holy hell out of Ellie Quinn. Amber Briggs, my God. Destroying Keo right now. From behind. Sets her up for that modified bulldog. Keo able to push her off though. What is Beatrice Lotus doing? Beatrice Lotus, what is she doing? What the hell is she doing? Getting into the ring, distracting Keo. Another double wrist clutch, Northern Light suplex. Ellie Quinn finally able to fire back at Beatrice Lotus with that spinning sit-out powerbomb. Referee Johnson, man, losing control of the ship. Figure four locked in. Bad spot to be here in the middle of the ring, but Amber Briggs reversing the momentum, doing some damage to Keo. Both women very, very slowly to their feet. Gets out of the way of the forearm smash. Grabbed by the hair. Walked into the corner. Looks like Keo wants to make the tag. Ellie Quinn, though, is more concerned with Lotus. Ooh, Keo getting a little bit rough. Gotta watch the fight, guys. Gonna be disqualified. Keo very nearly throwing this match out right there. Amber Briggs trying to make her way over to Jay Divine. Double knee face breaker finally connects. 1, 2, broken up though by Jay Divine as Ellie Quinn probably could have stopped Jay Divine there, but more focused on Beatrice Lotus, the two of them fighting again at ringside, or not really the two of them, more so Ellie Quinn with a 21 to Lotus, because of course if Lotus lays hands on Ellie Quinn, this match will be thrown out. Keo caught between a rock and a hard place here, all on her own. Can't rely on Ellie Quinn. This has virtually become a handicap match. Oh God, Amber Briggs with the bow and arrow, stretching Keo over her knees. Lotus dropped on her head. Jay Divine now coming to join the fun. As in the ring, Keo might be on the verge of getting broken in half. Refuses to tap. Amber Briggs has got something else for her. Jawbreaker. And a pinfall attempt. 1, 2. Gets the rope break, guys, but Johnson did not see it. I don't know if you guys even saw it, but I did. Keo got her foot on the bottom rope. But referee Johnson, you can't really blame him. With what was going on at ringside, didn't see it. And Amber Briggs picks up a huge win for the Pillars. Thanks in large part to Beatrice Lotus. And it is time, my friends, for our main event of the evening here on Octane number 24. The matchup we were originally going to get at Ascendance 10, guys, for the CMV Global Championship. But, of course, Jason Spade ended up working his way into that matchup, ended up winning it as well, leaving Ascendance 10 as the CMV Global Champion. But we are finally going to be getting that triple threat matchup. Cam Harris, Troy Colt, Blake Virtue, once again sharing a ring. And this has been a great episode of Octane, guys. Some awesome matchups, but what a way to cap things off. A matchup that all three of these men have been wanting. They've fought each other numerous times. This is going to be the first time that they have competed in a triple threat matchup. Cam Harris, Troy Colt, Blake Virtue all coming up together, trained at the same gym, made their way to CMV obviously at different times. Cam Harris was the first, and all three men, former global champions. The winner of this could certainly take a big step forward as it pertains to climbing the rankings. Of course, Troy Colt making his return to CMV at Dark Carnival. He was the surprise entrant in the Rite of Passage Championship match. We hadn't previously seen him since that Fatal 4-Way match at Ascendance 10. Injured by Jason Spade. But Colt is back. He says he's refreshed. Says he feels better than ever. I guess we'll see if that rings true here tonight. And last but most certainly not least, the best bout machine looking to live up to his name once again. Blake Virtue on cloud 9, guys. He's feeling good. Finally able to turn things around over the last month and change. Picking up some big wins and, of course, winning that Hair of the Dog Battle Royal at Unchained. And he has himself a date with the Anarchy Champion come Bloodsport in a few weeks. Whether that be Amber Reed or Amare Rivers, we'll, of course, find out next episode of Octane. But Blake Virtue going to make sure his momentum isn't stopped here tonight. So here we go, the Sin City Savior, Troy Colt, Blake Virtue, triple threat matchup. And I guess we'll find out, were this the match that happened at Ascendance 10, who would have left as global champion, if not for Jason Spade and his antics. All going after each other. Troy Colt able to escape the clutches of Cam Harris. But then Blake Virtue from behind. There's been a lot of tension, a lot of harsh words spoken between these three. Over this past season, and of course, leading up to Ascendance 10. But all three men have maintained that they still have an immense amount of respect for one another. They all came from the same place. And they are all here today in the main event of Octane. Times got rough, but they are still standing. And I guess that just speaks to their trainer, producing three of the all-time greats. Or at least you could say that about Cam Harris and Blake Virtue, but I fully believe Troy Colt is on his way to being an all-time great here in CMV. Super kick takes him out. Virtue quickly, though, Brings him back up to his feet. Walks him over to the ropes. Oh, and sent down to the outside, eliminated from the Royal Rumble. But this is not elimination. First superstar to get that pin or that submission in the ring, victorious. But as it is a triple threat match, we know that means no countouts, no disqualifications. Cam Harris gonna mock the fans a little bit. I think he knows full well they are not on his side here. Split between Troy Colt and Blake Virtue. Once again, Troy Colt taken for a stroll. Harris gonna make him taste that top turnbuckle kick to the knee. Tries for a head kick. Colt ducks it to a Northern Lights suplex, a brain buster. And now it is Virtue pandering to all of his fans watching live here tonight. How lucky they have been for such an amazing show. Perfect Flex doesn't try to go for the pin though. This has been a million miles a minute since that bell rang, man. No flies on these three. Fully what I expected. Kick to the top of the head. Troy Colt able to get himself back up. Blake Virtue maybe a little bit too worried about the crowd. Cam Harris getting himself dropped to the top rope. Flatliner from Blake Virtue. Cam Harris gonna try to stay out of his way. Drop kick. Puts him on his rear end. Tries to get back up. Harris says not just yet. Kick to the face into the ripcord knee. Hooks the leg. Breaks up the pin before even the count of one. Another Northern Lights suplex and brainbuster combination pulled off perfectly by Troy Colt, who now goes up to the top rope. Flyboy changes his mind. Not looking to take the risk here. Next time I'll be live, guys, is this Sunday for the next edition of Shockwave, and then next weekend we'll of course have the next episode of Octane. It's a big episode on Friday, and then next Sunday will be Regicide, and it is an event you do not want to miss. A triple main event. One of the bigger shows we've had here in CMV in quite some time. Meanwhile, Troy Colt with the 330 slam might bring an end to this matchup. Almost does. Very, very nearly. Troy Colt, you see him though, not freaking out about it. Immediately to the top rope. Gonna keep the pressure on. Tries for a moonsault, but Harris able to get up the knees. Blake Virtue into the ring after taking a little bit of a break. Can't stay down for long. Troy Colt with a sit-out powerbomb as again Virtue doing a little bit too much pandering, if you want my opinion. Another shot to the knee. That left knee has been heavily targeted by both Cam Harris and Blake Virtue throughout this match. From behind, German suplex, keeping it simple but effective. Cam Harris now having a tough time getting back up to his feet. Is in the ring. Virtue looking for the recoil, but instead gets put down with a Falcon Arrow. Cam Harris gonna try and catch Troy Colt off guard. Snapmare sets him up for a kick to the face and a double boot stop. I think the kick was enough. Troy Colt out like a light. But thanks to Blake Virtue, this match is going to continue as Troy Colt falls to the outside. Picks up the Sin City Savior for that vintage knee to the chest. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, no. Close but no cigar. But the best bout machine Ain't giving up just yet. Recoil incoming. Cam Harris knows Blake Virtue too well, and it might be time to hit the jackpot. Harris hooks the leg. 1, 2. Not able to keep Virtue down. That's what happens when you take 3 of the best in CMV today, put them in a ring with each other. This is what we would have seen at Ascendance 10. Troy Colt now busted open with some knees to the face. Virtue gonna put a halt to his plans. Cam Harris shining right now, man. Taking out both Troy Colt and Blake Virtue. Look at Colt, man, standing in the corner. Blood pouring down his face, but telling Cam Harris, bring it on, mofo. Up on the top rope. Hang on a second. I believe we might be looking at a super 330 slam. Call yo mama. Troy Colt has the match won, guys, but Blake Virtue breaking the pin up before even the count of 1. Troy Colt now going to put him in the corner. Pendulum drop kick. If I were Troy Colt, I'd just go for the pin again. Pin Cam Harris, man. Troy Colt going to go for a knee drop instead. Standing moonsault. Harris biding his time. Boot to the jaw. Gets himself back up and hits the jackpot on Troy Colt. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. What a match. But of course, we fully expected this to be a barn burner. It has not disappointed. Blake Virtue getting back into the ring, bumps into Cam Harris, stops him from hitting whatever he was looking for. Fisherman's neckbreaker, Troy Colt with the bicycle super kick. 1, broken up by Cam Harris. Hurricanrana, right hand to that open wound. Troy Colt gonna need some stitches is my assessment, man. That is a nasty cut and a lot of blood. Looks like Cam Harris and Blake Virtue momentarily teaming up. Trying to take out Troy Colt. Didn't last long though. Schoolboy super kick. Falls into the pin. Desperate as Cam Harris, but it might just be enough. And it is! Cam Harris, much to the chagrin of Troy Colt, picked up the win. And that may have been the result of Ascendance 10, were this the match we saw. But of course, in the end, Jason Spade made his way into that matchup, and the rest is history. But here tonight, guys, Cam Harris, with one of the bigger wins he's been able to pick up in quite a while. A much-needed win. What a match.